Picture a scene bathed in golden sunlight where paradise beckons with lush beaches and turquoise waves. For one newlywed couple, this dreamy escape was the beginning of a nightmare. Imagine embarking on a romantic honeymoon, only to vanish into thin air, leaving behind an eerie silence and unanswered questions. This is not just a story of love gone awry. It's a sinister puzzle that captures the dark corners of human nature. Their disappearance has bewildered loved ones and puzzled investigators, sparking a gripping tale of intrigue. As we unravel this chilling mystery, you too will journey through the labyrinth of clues and secrets. Stay with us as we uncover the unsettling truth that lies beneath the surface, a story that will haunt your thoughts long after the tale ends. The perfect couple, Jane and Mark, seem to embody everything we aspire to find in a soulmate. Jane, a radiant young woman with a passion for art and life, had met Mark, an ambitious entrepreneur, at a local gallery event. Their connection was instantaneous, as if the universe itself had conspired to bring them together. Friends and family often marveled at their chemistry, painting them as the epitome of modern romance. Their love story quickly became the talk of their social circles, a testament to what people hoped true love would be. Jane, with her generous spirit, found a kindred soul in Mark, whose charm and wit could light up any room. Their relationship, strengthened by mutual admiration and respect, grew effortlessly. As they planned their dream honeymoon, excitement fluttered through their lives like a soft whisper of promises and possibilities. The destination chosen was an idyllic tropical paradise, a place where time seemed to pause, allowing romance to flourish unfettered. They envisioned days filled with laughter, adventures, and sunsets that melted into the sea. This trip was meant to be the perfect beginning of their forever, a celebration of love that was both tender and unbreakable. As Jane and Mark embarked on this journey, those who knew them saw a bright future ahead, filled with dreams unfolding like petals in bloom. But beneath the surface of this seemingly picture-perfect relationship, the tides of fate slowly began to shift, setting the stage for a mystery that no one could have anticipated. Imagine, if you will, a hidden gem nestled within the heart of the Caribbean, where the air is thick with the intoxicating scent of blooming hibiscus. This is the place where Jane and Mark chose to begin their lifelong journey. The island's white sandy shores stretched endlessly against a backdrop of vibrant, lush greenery. Palm trees swayed gently with the rhythm of the cool, caressing ocean breeze. The crystal-clear waters, an enticing shade of aquamarine, sparkled under the benevolent sun, inviting travelers to lose themselves in its depths. Quaint wooden bungalows perched on stilts dotted the shoreline, each one a haven of tranquility and privacy. The sounds of the world seemed to fade into the sweet symphony of nature's chorus, the gentle crashing of waves, the melodic call of exotic birds, and the whisper of leaves dancing in the wind. This paradise, however, held more than just beauty within its bounds. As the sun dipped beyond the horizon, casting shadows that wove through the dusk, an unseen tension lurked. The island, a place where dreams were meant to be woven in the golden twilight, was about to become the stage for a drama where love and mystery would collide in the most unexpected way. The unfolding of the disappearance begins with an evening just like any other. Jane and Mark were seen walking hand in hand down the beach, their laughter mingling with the ocean's song. They strolled past the resort's open-air restaurant, where vacationers toasted under the stars, oblivious to the dark clouds gathering on the horizon of this seemingly perfect getaway. That night, the couple decided to take a moonlit dip, a spontaneous and whimsical moment shared between two souls deeply in love. Witnesses recall Jane twirling in the surf, her laughter a melody that echoed across the night. Mark watched her with a gaze that spoke of devotion, as if the world beyond them did not exist. But as the evening wore on, the vibrant energy that surrounded them began to dim. An elderly couple dining nearby mentioned seeing Jane and Mark slip away from the beach, wrapped in an intimate conversation. It was the last time anyone would catch a glimpse of their joyous faces. The next morning, the island awoke to a tranquil sunrise, yet something felt amiss. The couple had not returned to their bungalow, and their absence was noted with growing concern. Hotel staff, initially suspecting a late night of exploring, began searching the nearby areas, hoping to find them enjoying the morning sun somewhere along the shore. As hours turned into an uneasy day, the whispers of worry spread among the guests and staff. Friends who had joined the couple for the honeymoon, their faces etched with anxiety, reached out to local authorities. They described the events of the previous night, painting a picture of a couple lost in their own world, yet nothing in their demeanor suggested anything sinister. The search intensified as the sun dipped below the horizon once more, casting long shadows across the island's enchanting sands. Unbeknownst to the bewildered searchers, this was only the beginning of a mystery that would unravel under the island's relentless sun and the universe's indifferent gaze. The questions mounted, leaving family, friends, and investigators grappling with the unfathomable. How could two people simply vanish without a trace, leaving their lives and loved ones in suspended uncertainty? This haunting question lingered, a ghostly presence amongst the tropical paradise, as the days morphed into a desperate search for the truth. The initial investigation commenced with urgency as local law enforcement descended upon the island with a mission to unravel the mystery that had so unexpectedly unfolded. Officers walked the length of the sandy shores, their eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of the missing couple. The investigation quickly expanded beyond the beach, with searchers combing the lush jungles that flanked the resort, their feet crunching on the soft earth as they moved with purpose. Helicopters hovered above, their blades chopping through the air, tasked with providing an aerial view of the island's sprawling landscape. Divers plunged into the glittering blue depths, exploring the hidden underwater caves and reefs, hoping to uncover any clues left behind in their wake. Initially, the absence of Jane and Mark was met with disbelief, as locals and tourists alike grasped for an explanation that could make sense of their sudden disappearance. Theories circulated among the searchers and curious onlookers, each more bewildering than the last. Some speculated that the couple had eloped to a secret enclave on the island, driven by a yearning for adventure or solitude. Others whispered of potential foul play, imagining scenarios where the idyllic setting concealed an unseen danger. The detectives assigned to the case tirelessly pursued every possible lead, constructing timelines and piecing together eyewitness accounts from those who had seen Jane and Mark in their final hours. They interviewed staff, guests, and locals, hoping each conversation would yield the vital detail needed to crack this perplexing case. As the days slipped by, frustration mounted, mirrored by the growing desolation that clouded the once serene paradise. Amidst the fervor of the search efforts, another more sinister explanation began to take root. Had Jane and Mark been unwitting victims of a crime, their joyful honeymoon ending in tragedy at the hands of an unknown adversary? Or perhaps the island itself, with its hidden paths and untouched wilderness, held the key to their disappearance, having swallowed them into its enigmatic embrace. Each day concluded with more questions than answers, leaving investigators and loved ones grappling with a haunting uncertainty that lingered like the soft, persistent sigh of the ocean's breath. The husband's troubling past casts a shadow over this otherwise idyllic tale. Mark, whose charming facade captivated those around him, had a life story marked with complexities that seemed to elude even his closest companions. Born into a family where appearances meant everything, Mark learned early on the art of masking his true self with an easy smile and effortless charisma. Beneath his outward confidence lay a tapestry of secrets woven through years marked by incidents that hinted at a darker undercurrent. As a young man, whispers followed him long before Jane entered his life. Friends from his earlier days recall a different Mark, one who occasionally strayed from the path of honesty, dabbling in schemes that flirted with the edges of morality. These youthful indiscretions were often dismissed by those around him as mere missteps in the journey to adulthood. Yet, there existed episodes that painted a more unsettling picture, tales of relationships soured by betrayal and manipulations veiled under the guise of misunderstandings. In college, where his ambitions flourished alongside his penchant for risk, Mark's endeavors veered into murky waters. Some viewed him as a visionary, a young man unafraid to push boundaries. But others, those who dared to look beyond the surface, saw something more disquieting, a willingness to achieve success at any cost, with little regard for the lines he crossed. Rumors circulated of business ventures where partners were left with nothing but bitter stories and broken trust. As Mark wove his way through adulthood, these shadows from the past occasionally brushed against his present, yet his charm was often enough to divert the probing gazes. It was this very charisma that drew Jane into his orbit, an allure that wrapped his past in the comforting shroud of reinvention. Those who knew Jane could not fathom the possibility that she remained unaware of these past transgressions. Perhaps love was the lens through which she viewed him, a filter that softened the jagged edges of his history. As investigators delved deeper into Mark's past, they unearthed a trail of inconsistencies and rifts, each a potential red flag that might have warned of an impending storm. Yet, entwined with his reputation, was an undeniable magnetism that clouded judgments and blurred the lines between fact and fiction. This duality in Mark's character left authorities with a chilling question. Was he a man with a troubled history attempting to escape his past, or was there a more sinister side lurking beneath the surface? As the investigation unfolded, Mark's history became an intricate puzzle, each piece hinting at hidden motives and suppressed truths. The quest for answers about Jane and Mark's disappearance now hinged on separating the man from the mask, revealing whether the shadowed whispers of Mark's past held the key to this unsettling mystery. As we turn our gaze to Jane, we uncover a tapestry woven from vibrant dreams and quiet introspections. Jane was a woman defined by grace and resilience, her heart brimming with a love for life that seemed to light every corner of her universe. She was an artist by nature, finding beauty in the world and expressing it through strokes of color and words that danced on a page. Her friends often spoke of her as a gentle soul, someone whose presence felt like a warm embrace on a cold day. Yet beneath her serene exterior lay a complexity that only few truly understood. Jane's perspective on her relationship with Mark was painted with layers of devotion and curiosity. To her, Mark was not merely a partner, but an enigmatic figure who brought an excitement that set her heart aglow. She cherished the warmth of his embrace and the thrill of shared adventures, yet there were moments when she glimpsed a shadow behind his smile. In private conversations with her closest confidants, Jane sometimes revealed whispers of these uncertainties. It was the subtle shift in his demeanor, the fleeting flicker of something unexplained in his eyes, that occasionally tugged at her thoughts. Her love for Mark was boundless, but with it came the natural fragility that accompanies deep emotional bonds. Jane's diary, a companion to her deepest musings, hinted at moments of reflection where she pondered the path ahead. Her writings spoke of dreams entwined with hope, yet they did not shy away from acknowledging the doubts that crept in during solitary nights. It was not fear that Jane expressed, but a quiet longing for understanding, an earnest desire to unravel the mysteries that wrapped around Mark like a veil. In the months leading up to their honeymoon, these moments of introspection became more pronounced. Jane had discussed with a friend her desire to see beneath the surface of their relationship, to ensure that the foundation they were building their lives upon was as solid as the love she felt in her heart. Her intentions were sincere, driven by her deep commitment to nurturing the life she envisioned with Mark. However, those closest to Jane could sense the delicate tightrope she walked between her dreams and the unspoken questions that loomed. This duality in her perspective painted Jane as a woman who, despite her uncertainties, was fiercely determined to believe in the power of love. As Jane and Mark set off on their honeymoon, she carried with her a quiet resolve to embrace the future with open arms, ready to explore the uncharted waters of their shared journey. Little did she know that this optimism would intersect with forces beyond her control, setting the stage for a mystery that would leave an indelible mark on all who knew her. Family and friends speak out with voices that resonate with love, confusion, and a haunting sense of loss, each painting a unique portrait of Jane and Mark's relationship. Jane's oldest friend, Emily, recalls endless nights of laughter, their shared dreams unfurling like constellations. Emily had watched Jane blossom with Mark, yet she never missed the subtle hints of introspection that danced behind her friend's eyes. She remembers Jane confiding about the depth of her love for Mark, but also the quiet whispers of doubt that sometimes clouded her mind like passing shadows. To those who knew Jane, her relationship with Mark was a tapestry of vibrant colors, but with undertones that occasionally shifted into hues of uncertainty. Emily explains that Jane often spoke of Mark with admiration, yet there was a persistent curiosity about the parts of him that remained concealed. She wondered aloud if this intrigue was a cornerstone of their connection, or a thread that might unravel the fabric of their life together. It was this unwavering balance between love and inquiry that defined Jane's journey with Mark, a blend of affection and quiet contemplation. Mark's younger brother, Tom, provides another perspective. Tom describes Mark as a figure larger than life, whose charisma seemed to effortlessly draw people into his orbit. Growing up, Tom idolized his brother, marveling at his ability to charm and inspire those around him. Yet he acknowledges a more complex side, memories of times when Mark's ambition bordered on relentless. It was this drive that sometimes led Mark down unforeseen paths, where the lines between success and ethical dilemmas blurred. Tom reflects that Mark had an innate ability to compartmentalize his life, like an artist separating colors on a palette, a skill that both impressed and worried those closest to him. For Tom, knowing his brother meant understanding the dance between his public persona and the private intricacies that only few glimpsed. Conversations with Mark's friends echoed similar sentiments. They recall him as fiercely loyal yet enigmatic, a man whose intelligence and wit could mask a guarded heart. His closest confidants describe a person driven by dreams yet burdened by a past that occasionally cast shadows on his present. Friends remarked on the synergy between Mark and Jane, a love that seemed to transcend the ordinary, but they also noted an underlying tension, an undercurrent of unspoken truths that lingered like a silent witness to their union. As the testimonies weave together, a complex image emerges, one where love intertwines with enigma and loyalty mingles with secrets. Those who adored Jane and Mark now grapple with the duality of their memories, torn between the idealized love story and the mysterious reality that defies understanding. They speak candidly of their yearning for answers, for a resolution that will bring peace to the chaos unleashed by the couple's disappearance. These reflections are more than just recollections. They are the echoes of a network of relationships that define who Jane and Mark were. They serve as a haunting reminder of the complexity of human connections, where love and mystery coexist, leaving everyone yearning for the truth that lies just beyond the veil of the known. As friends and family continue to search for understanding, they hold on to the hope that the story of Jane and Mark will illuminate paths not just to answers, but to healing, a journey that continues to unfold under the gaze of those left behind. Dark secrets revealed themselves like shadows, creeping into the light as the investigation delved deeper into Jane and Mark's relationship. It was a journey that unraveled threads woven tightly around the couple's public facade, exposing a tapestry marked by hidden complexities. Initially, friends and acquaintances were reluctant to speak, bound by loyalty and the weight of grief. However, as suspicion and desperation grew, whispers began to circulate, painting a more intricate picture of the lives Jane and Mark led. Behind the smiles and gestures of affection lay a series of events that hinted at a reality far removed from the perception of a perfect couple. A close friend of Mark's disclosed tales of heated arguments, veiled under the guise of everyday disagreements. While many couples experience conflict, these interactions carried an intensity that seemed to linger in the air, like a storm waiting to unleash. Some recounted incidents where Mark's charming exterior cracked to reveal a more volatile side, one that whispered of control and manipulation. Jane, ever the artist of emotions, internalized these moments, her diary entries hinting at a struggle between loyalty and self-preservation. Her writings reflected a dichotomy, a love tethered to dreams yet marred by the flicker of doubt. They spoke of moments where silence became the fabric of communication, an acknowledgement of an unspoken agreement to keep their troubles hidden from the world. As investigators pieced together the mosaic of their relationship, another figure emerged from the shadows, a name whispered between confidants, a former business partner of Mark's who had once shared in his dreams and ambitions. This partner bore witness to a side of Mark that many chose to ignore, a side where ambition danced dangerously close to the edge of ethical boundaries. According to the partner, Mark's charm often masked a hunger for success that brushed aside those who dared to stand in his way. He recalled a falling out that left him wary of Mark's true intentions, a narrative that painted Mark as a master of persuasion, capable of weaving narratives that suited his desires. These revelations added layers to the mystery, each piece of information an echo of complexity that spoke to the duality of Mark's character. Jane's love for Mark was genuine, yet it coexisted with a growing awareness of the secrets that intertwined with their lives. She confided in few about the burden of keeping a facade alive, torn between the world she wanted and the truth she sensed beneath the surface. The deeper the investigation went, the more it became apparent that beneath the waves of passion and love lay an undercurrent of darkness, a testament to the enigma that bound Jane and Mark. As the secrets spilled forth, they left behind a trail of questions that sent ripples through the hearts of those who believed in their love story. How much of their life together was based on illusion? And was the truth something Jane had only begun to grasp before their ill-fated honeymoon? The answers remained shrouded in mystery, an unsolved puzzle that left the world grappling with the unsettling reality that the couple's disappearance was more than a simple tragedy. It was a story of love, deception, and the haunting truths that linger beyond what the eye can see. The sociopath theory emerges as a chilling possibility, threading its way through the tangled narrative of Jane and Mark's lives. Experts and psychologists have weighed in, trying to decipher whether Mark exhibited traits that aligned with a sociopathic profile. Sociopaths, as they explain, often exhibit a superficial charm that masks a lack of empathy or remorse. They can be incredibly manipulative, skilled in presenting a veneer of normalcy while concealing more sinister motivations. Dr. Lucy Hartwell, a forensic psychologist, delves into the intricate tapestry of Mark's behavior, piece by piece. She suggests that his history of persuasive charm, coupled with a trail of strained relationships and questionable decisions, might indicate an underlying pathology. The story of Mark's former business partner, with whom he shared a contentious past, adds depth to this analysis. In interviews, the partner recounts feeling drawn in by Mark's charismatic demeanor, only to later understand the manipulative undercurrents that defined their working relationship. If unfolded, the boundary between truth and fact blurred, media playing a pivotal role in shaping the cases of the action. The power of storytelling, wielded through headlines and broadcast narratives, underscored the complexity of finding truth in a world where information spreads faster than fact establish itself. The impact of this media maelstrom remains a defining chapter in the saga of Jane and Mark, a reminder of how public engagement can both illuminate and obscure the path to answers. The fervour surrounding their story continues to echo in digital corridors and print columns, a modern legend fueled by the ever-present hunger for mystery and resolution. The unexpected twists in Jane and Mark's case were as bewildering as they were chilling. As investigators sifted through a mosaic of tips and testimonies, they stumbled upon a lead that promised to unravel the mystery. An anonymous caller claimed to have seen a couple matching Jane and Mark's description boarding a private yacht on the night of their disappearance. This revelation added a perplexing layer to the narrative, suggesting an escape rather than an abduction. Authorities tracked down the yacht's owner, a reclusive millionaire known for his clandestine parties, only to find their efforts mired in a maze of legal hurdles and conflicting accounts. As days turned into weeks, another curious twist emerged. A local fisherman discovered a piece of jewelry along the rocky shores, a bracelet engraved with Jane's initials. It reignited hope for their loved ones and sent detectives racing to uncover its origins. Yet this hopeful thread dissolved into a dead end as the bracelet was traced back to a pawnshop, exchanged unknowingly by a passerby months prior. Despite its emotional weight, the lead bore no connection to their disappearance. Amid the swirling chaos, a surprising character entered the scene, a woman claiming to be Mark's long-lost acquaintance. She painted a picture of a man caught between his ambitions and a desire for reinvention. Her tales of late-night meetings and whispered confessions suggested a hidden agenda, but her recollections proved difficult to verify, muddying the waters further. These unexpected revelations seemed to echo the enigma that surrounded their love, each twist offering a glimmer of clarity, only to fade into perplexity. As the investigation continued, it became clear that the mystery of what truly happened on that fateful night was ensnared within a web of shadows, a tapestry of unexpected turns that left those searching for the truth both hopeful and haunted by the ever-present specter of the unknown. And so, the labyrinth of twists and turns left an indelible mark on a case that continues to captivate and confound all who seek to unravel its secrets. The global pursuit to locate Jane and Mark expanded the mystery far beyond the sunlit shores of their honeymoon paradise. As the local investigation faced an impenetrable wall, international law enforcement agencies were summoned into action. Interpol issued alerts, distributing descriptions of the couple across borders with urgency. Authorities from multiple countries, fueled by a shared intrigue, collaborated to dissect the complex web of possibilities that spanned continents. As whispers of sightings trickled in, investigators found themselves piecing together a puzzle that reached as far as bustling metropolises and remote coastal hideaways. Each tip, no matter how distant, was pursued with diligence, leading agents into a labyrinth of international intrigue. Yet, tracking the couple's potential movements proved a Herculean task, exacerbated by jurisdictional complexities and the elusive nature of their disappearance. The challenges of extradition added another layer to the tangled narrative. As leads pointed fingers towards foreign territories, legal hurdles obstructed the seamless flow of the investigation. Some regions, entwined in diplomatic intricacies, required delicate negotiations before any tangible progress could be made. Despite these obstacles, the commitment to uncovering the truth persisted. Efforts were further complicated by the covert nature of any potential plans the couple might have concocted. Investigators speculated whether they had assumed new identities, vanishing into the anonymity of the world's vast tapestry. With each dead end, the mystery deepened, leaving a trail of questions that echoed in the corridors of international cooperation. Despite the daunting odds, the case exemplified the lengths to which authorities would go to seek justice across the globe, united by the common pursuit of unveiling what truly transpired on that moonlit night. As borders blurred and time stretched on, the world watched, captivated by the relentless search for answers in a case that defied resolution, forever entwining the fate of Jane and Mark with the boundless realms of the unknown. The resolution or mystery of Jane and Mark's disappearance remains an enigmatic tale etched with uncertainty. Despite the exhaustive efforts of authorities spanning continents, the case has yet to reach a definitive conclusion. As the investigation progressed, fleeting moments of hope flickered, a supposed sighting captured on grainy surveillance footage here, a cryptic message there, yet each lead dissolved into shadows, leaving behind a trail of elusive answers. The absence of solid evidence and the couple's complete vanishing act has left a void filled with speculation and unanswered questions. In the years following their disappearance, theories have emerged, each offering a tantalizing glimpse into a potential truth. Some believe that Jane and Mark succumbed to the island's hidden dangers, claiming their lives in a tragic accident. Others suggest a darker narrative, hinting at foul play orchestrated by unseen hands. Yet the most compelling theory remains that of a calculated escape, a whirlwind of love and deception that spiraled into an elaborate retreat from the lives they once knew. As time went on, whispers of a secret haven on a distant shore lingered, spinning tales of a couple starting anew under the guise of anonymity. The lack of closure in this case has left family and friends suspended in a state of perpetual uncertainty. For them, each day dawns with the hope of resolution, but closes with the haunting echoes of what could have been. They grapple with the enduring mystery, caught between the desire to uncover the truth and the need to preserve the memories of the Jane and Mark they once knew. This unresolved narrative has sparked a broader conversation about sociopathic behavior and the hidden intricacies of intimate relationships. The haunting specter of the unknown continues to loom, inviting those with a curious mind to ponder the depths of human emotion and the thin line between love and enigma. As the world turns its gaze elsewhere, the story of Jane and Mark endures as a chilling reminder of the mysteries that lurk beneath the surface, waiting to be unearthed, but never quite revealing their full truth. In reflecting on the case of Jane and Mark, we see a tapestry woven with emotions that resonate far beyond their immediate circle. For their families, the absence of closure remains a lingering wound, a daily reminder of a loss that defies understanding. They carry with them memories that shine brightly amidst the shadows of uncertainty, hoping for peace that remains elusive. On a broader stage, Jane and Mark's disappearance has captivated the public, evolving into a story that challenges how we perceive love and its hidden complexities. Their case invites us to look beyond the surface of picturesque relationships, urging us to question the narratives we construct and the truths we may overlook. At the heart of this mystery lies a conversation about sociopathic behavior, a topic that often lurks beneath the veneer of normalcy. As we explore the thin line between charm and control, we are reminded of the subtle signs that may hint at deeper, more troubling realities within intimate relationships. This narrative encourages us to remain vigilant, to trust our instincts when something feels amiss, and to seek understanding in the nuances that could signal potential danger. We must strive to recognize the patterns that may unravel beneath the guise of affection, acknowledging that awareness is our greatest ally. As we conclude this exploration, I invite you to reflect on the relationships in your own lives. Consider the dynamics that may hold secrets waiting to be unearthed, and embrace the courage to address them. By staying informed and observant, we can foster connections that are genuine, nurturing, and free from the shadows of doubt. If you found this story engaging, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more intriguing tales that delve into the mysteries of the human heart. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown.